Hey everybody, it's your girl Bondy Blue, and I am back for the very last episode of Basketball Wives that I will be reviewing, okay? At least that's how I'm feeling right now. I'm entitled to change my mind next year if something drastic happens, like the entire cast is recast and Shawnee O'Neal is no longer on the executive producer credits. Unless that happens, VH1, I think I'm pretty much done with this. I will never, ever forget how you tried to play on my intelligence, Vashonzia, okay? Carlette, Nelson, O'Neal, okay? Like I'm girl, let's get into it. So the ladies did not like OG bringing attention to the colorism issue. It's a lot of eye rolls and oh my God, and are we really going there? And Vashondia feels like OG just took it too far. And it's like, no ma'am, y'all took it too far. You let your friend, your black adjacent friend, take it too far, okay? And Malaysia, what is up with this bodysuit, sis? Where are you going? Is that corduroy? Was it cold? It doesn't even matter, okay? Like I know people feel like just because you're wearing Balenciaga that it's like great for the occasion because it's a label, and I just don't follow that frame of mind, okay? It's all cloth being sewn together. Some people just sew better than others, okay? But that's not the point that we're talking about right now. Another topic for another day, okay? Because I can remember a time when Forever 21 was dishing out some of the best put together and sewn together jeans that I seen in a while, and now people think that Fashion Nova jeans are great, even though they don't have any real thickness to them. Never mind. I don't have time for this. My point is, what is LaQuisha wearing to this reunion? There is no synchronicity in the clothing, even in the fraudulent. Because, you know, the fraudulent say that they're a clique, okay? The fraudulent are apparently friends of some sort. And even then, the colors are inconsistent. Like, who puts black and neon colors together? That doesn't go. Like Malaysia and Jackie and what's the girl name? Vashondia. All right, they're wearing black. And then you have Evelyn wearing like orange. Phoebe's wearing pink. Jen is wearing pink. Kristen is wearing black and pink. And I don't know whose idea the color scheme was. You failed. You failed, you failed, you failed. I'm sorry, but this looks terrible on stage. The visual of all these different, like you just love Bravo for their thoughts into their reunion shows. Mainly the fact that it's in your contract that you can't just walk up and leave before we've gotten the good stuff from you. Because that's what's happening here. Everybody was just like, well, I don't have to be here. It's not in my contract. Y'all don't pay me enough. I can go. I saw Drea online this morning with whoever that Basketball Wives, correspondent is. But she was saying they don't get paid no money. They don't get paid no money. She was making more money in a strip club than she was on Basketball Wives, but it gave great exposure for what you were going to move on to next, okay? But granted, wasn't Drea like, in music videos before she got on Basketball Wives? Was Round of Applause? Yeah, Round of Applause came out before Basketball Wives, right? Okay, look, Round of Applause, baby, make that ass clap. Drop it to the floor. Make that ass crack. What? Let me see you bust it. There's no alcohol in this cup, but there was alcohol in my glass earlier. So, we're here. I had to drink to get through Basketball Wives because it makes my nerves just so bad. Anyway, OG doesn't regret saying that Byron wasn't Thomas's bio dad. She said what she said. Okay, it wasn't a secret. No, it was a jab. And she admitted that it was a jab. But after all the jabs that you guys have thrown, y'all have gotten involved in other people's family drama. Okay, Evelyn. Y'all have gotten involved in other people's business. Y'all did it with Jackie last season, in the season before that. Okay, bringing Takari's book on Vashondia so y'all could read and get the juice from what Takari had to say about Jackie. Like, get out of here with this. Sitting up here acting like this is the first time somebody has been involved in somebody else's mess. Get out of my facial with this here. OG says that LaQuisha didn't really know that Byron wasn't Thomas's biological father. And right there, I was like, OG, what's happening? Ogum Shijinju, what is happening right now? I think I finally got her name right. Yeah, I've been practicing on it. I feel like Malaysia definitely knew. LaQuisha knew, okay? Kristen says that she wanted to apologize to Byron, even though he and Cece left. So she turns to a camera and says how sorry she is and how they would like to move forward. And I just kind of feel like Kristen is full of dog shit. I don't have time for this, Kristen. I don't have time for your fake apologies, okay? Because your apologies are not sincere. It's just that you realize it's not in your best interest to be beefing with Byron Scott. It's not even just that he's your father-in-law. It's that he has clout. Oh, nigga clout. Let me tell you something. When you see a man like Byron, you know that connections and good money come with him. Okay? So I think Kristen is a cloud chaser. I know we want to believe that she isn't. It's like Carissa from Greenleaf. At first, you thought you were going to get the land, and then you discovered that you weren't. And then, you're disappointed, and now you have to make it work here on Basketball Wives, betraying people so that you can be friends with the mean girls and collect a lackluster check. Go ahead and do that. I mean, look, I'm sure it's better than any check that I get. I'm sure. But bitch get to keep her peace of mind and integrity and all of that, and don't have to worry about a million people telling me crazy shit all day on Twitter and Instagram. But whatever you feel is worth it. Live your life. Everyone is laughing at the Toji comments. And I do appreciate the young man in the audience that refused to laugh at it at this point. It's not funny. We get it. Her toe was poking out of her peekaboo shoe. We get it. The toe said peekaboo, okay? And it was the peekaboo shoe. We get it. It's not that funny. It's not that genius. You know what was funny? When she said that Evelyn was industry slut. That was hilarious to me, because you are. And the sad part about it is that you were doing it so long ago. To see you then return to the scene to throw that snatch at these young rappers, i.e. French Montana and Carl. Carl is not that old. I don't think that her and Carl are the same age, but it doesn't matter. You're a cougar on the prowl, okay? You're Nicole Murphy. You're trying to find a benefactor. We see you, but you are also a thought and want the D. So then there's that. So of course you're not gonna mess with an old guy as much as you're gonna want to mess with a younger guy who has money. But you're still floating around the industry like an industry hoe. And it's sad. It's really sad, because you're at an age where you shouldn't even have to keep doing this. I'm sorry, y'all, but at some age you gotta have secured the bag enough to not have to put yourself out there like this. If this is the way you choose to live your life, please secure the bag before you get damn near 50 years old patting your cooch on VH1 on Wednesday nights for a lackluster check. Just like you were doing 10 years ago. You haven't parlayed that into anything magnificent for yourself. Sitting up there talking about I make money in my sleep. Girl, if you don't get out of here with that. Jackie was also making little jokes about the Toji situation, saying that Piggy's got roast beef. And, OG is I don't understand why Jackie, had to play with me like that, but I still feel like Jackie has my back. I mean, it was a joke. At the end of the day, we can laugh at certain things. We can laugh, ha ha ha, bitch. It was funny. Okay, hit it with the Whitney. You know what I'm saying? You can hit him with that. It don't always have to be that deep. But I don't feel like she was really reactionary, if that's the word. I don't feel like she was actually reacting to Jackie. It was just kind of in the moment of feeling like I'm always the brunt of a joke. OG feels like they were picking at her, and they wrote a check that their asses couldn't cash. Meaning, you played with the right one. Y'all are used to getting these girls on the show. There are the main people on the show, and then there are the girls who y'all bring in to torture and make fun of and pick at and terrorize, and they make the show. They make a villain. They make somebody for everybody to feel sorry for. Your victims, you know what I'm saying? Your Keishas, your other girl, Mika. You have all of these people that come in. They could be likable or they could not be likable, but ultimately they're going to end up getting tortured by you bitches. And then OG gets into how, she's happy with who she is, unlike some of them that have had to get their titties and teeth and asses done. And let's not even talk about LaQuisha's chin shaving. Look up a picture of old LaQuisha versus new LaQuisha. Something has changed. Okay? Look. Natalie Nunn wasn't the first one to get that chin shaved down. I guess she had to find the right doctor. When OG makes her points about the discrimination, saying that it is apparent because I am sitting here on a separate stage and Evelyn is sitting next to you. And They don't seem to understand the hypocrisy in that and how that does lead to colorism. And Shawnee, even if you aren't aware that you're doing it, that's fine. It's embedded in the culture of this country and the fabric of it so deeply that sometimes we don't realize that we're doing it to ourselves. That's what it is. So it doesn't matter that that may not have been your intention. You did it. And when she complained about it, because you didn't like her so much, you couldn't have the wherewithal as a woman to listen to her and at least hear her out, because you rolled your eyes and shook your head every time OG explained her experience on this show. Okay? So now you want to have a sit down with Mark to talk about said experience. And we're going to get to that in a minute. But it's amazing to me how in that moment when OG is saying that the discrimination was proven with the fact that everybody has done something physically worse on that show than OG has. But OG can't be on the same set with y'all. That is the problem, ma. And that is just an extension of the way y'all have treated her since she got there. And LaQuisha, baby, I do notice that you're upset with OG because OG won't just get along the way you eventually decided to. Because we will never forget Vashondia calling LaQuisha vapid, okay? Or whatever she said. She was lacking substance. Word, Vashondia. I'm sure. So everyone hates Jen. Let's get on that bandwagon. Jen is over it and doesn't care. Okay? Jen feels like Evelyn acted like an animal, jumping over tables, trying to get to her. And Evelyn says that she doesn't know the feeling of carrying a child, so she doesn't understand what it's like to carry a child for 9 months and then have an adult talk about a child. And it's like, bitch, first of all, Shanice is an adult. It doesn't matter that she said she was a latchkey kid, bitch. You was obviously not there as much as you should have been. Let's not even do this, okay? Sit up here and fucking argue about how you probably didn't, give a stable living environment to that child the whole time. Duh, bitch. It's obvious that you didn't. So the fact that you want to sit up here and go back and forth about this, like, girl, go on somewhere with that. I really am starting to feel like at this point, Jen just lies about stuff because she doesn't want to get a table thrown. Jen says that she never said anything about Shanice. I don't believe that. Evelyn doesn't believe her, and I guess we can agree on that. Evelyn says she doesn't understand why Vashondia or LaQuisha would lie about something like that. I said, well, I feel like Vashondia might lie because she was trying to get back at Jen for saying that Shaq screwed Evelyn. That could be a reason to, create even more animosity, especially since we see how Vashondia likes to create a narrative when she gets in a mood to. We've seen how you like to push something over and over and over again, even if it's not true, in order to get your point across and get people on your side. And when that doesn't happen, then we're all too invested. But somebody at VH1 was like, sis needs to have a conversation about this. Social media is upset. Mark asked how Jen feels about them getting upset about that photo that they took at that little event she had for her mom. And she says, look, I didn't release that picture, like there were photographers there, but if you didn't want to take a picture, then you shouldn't have come or you shouldn't have took a picture. You had a choice. Nobody made you do anything. And Evelyn retweeted the picture that LaQuisha had edited Jen out of. And she said she posted it so everybody would know that they weren't friends. And I'm like, bitch, what grade are you in? Don't nobody care if you and Jen are friends. And if you're not cool with her, don't make up with her, don't hug her, and don't go to her events to support her if you can't take a picture with her. You sound stupid. You sound dumb. You and LaQuisha. Y'all showed up in support, and when y'all take a picture with somebody, all of a sudden they clout chasing like they need to. Y'all are on the same show. Y'all are on the same show. That girl don't need you for no picture. What? Y'all are on the same show right now in video, sitting together. Get out of my face with this. Evelyn says that if Jen would have just been honest, they would still be friends today. And Jen says, nah, I'm straight on that. And that's because you're not a good friend to anybody who you can't get something out of. And that's the true tea of it all. Vashondia says that she isn't rocking with Jen. She wishes her all the black excellence in the world, but from over there, because she should never have said that Shaq messed around with Evelyn. And I just kind of feel like, okay, now I understand why Jen was like, bitch, you act like your husband ain't never cheated on you. Well, your ex-husband ain't never cheated on you before. Somebody bring hoops on here. Then I'll come back. Somebody get one of Shaq's ex-old ladies on this show. And then we can talk. If y'all can get hoops on here, then we can talk about me coming back. Because other than that, LaQuisha feels like Jen and Jackie pushed her buttons and then played the victim. Jackie says, look, don't talk to me because it ain't my turn yet. We ain't got to my turn, so don't worry about me. So that's when LaQuisha realized that Jackie had it for her. Malaysia doesn't regret throwing a table at Jen. Jen says that she could have used her words instead of the table. And LaQuisha says, I used the table and the words. And that's that. And then during the break, she gets up and takes her corduroy bodysuit out into the car and drives away. Then they talk about Jackie and the LaQuisha rumor. LaQuisha can leave. We're still going to talk about it. Jackie says that Kristen knows the guy, Anthony, from Atlanta more than she does. And Kristen just was like, Jackie, you the one that introduced me to him. And then Jackie says that, yes, he was hitting me up in the DMs. We had a conversation. He told me this mess. I brought it back to the group. That's what happened. Jackie, you should have known better. Don't take no mess from no damn trolls or no fans of this show. Don't take no juice from them. You get your juice from the reliable sources, bitch. The blogs, okay? You get your info from the blogs. You don't get any information from regular, degular, schmegler ass people that's a fan of the show. Don't do that. What's wrong with you, Jackie? You should have known better, Jackie, okay? But Kristen, you got some fault in this situation. You got some fault in this situation. Everybody thinks that you the one that fed that boy that information and he's just protecting you. I don't know. But I know you were stupid and let him get close to you too. So let's not put it all on Jackie. Okay, let's not do that. Oh yeah, I forgot they said Jackie didn't leak the story, but then some people believe that Jackie leaked the story. I don't think Jackie leaked the story. I said that. Whatever. We get to the Costa Rica trip. Vashondia makes excuses for the way Phoebe came at Jackie. Oh, she was drunk. Phoebe says that she was drunk and she apologizes for bringing Takari into it. And then Jackie says she'll apologize. And it looks like Jackie, wants to have sex with Phoebe. And it looks like Phoebe's teeth are making her gums tired. Kristen says no one was minding she and Cece's business but OG. And I bust out laughing and almost choked on my Cabernet Sauvignon. Because I was like, what? What? So Evelyn didn't get involved when she tried to chase Cece down? Word? That wasn't her getting involved? Like, what are you talking about? Everybody got involved. What are you talking about, Kristen? Kristen is amazing to me because she always wants to point something out that OG has done. Like OG is some thirsty lame who just does all these things. But it's like, Kristen, you've done all of these things too. Like, what are you talking about? Then Kristen says that OG pushed her. And OG was like, I did not push you. And then Phoebe and Vashondia are like, yes, you did. And I'm like, if y'all are talking about that clip, we all saw that it was Shawnee's hand that touched her back. But whatever. Okay, she pushed you. If y'all want to run this narrative that she's been pushing people, y'all can miss me with it. Because I honestly don't care. I don't care if she pushed somebody. I do not care. Do you know why? Because Malaysia just sat on this stage and said she didn't care that she threw a table at Jen. So get out of my face. OG has a gun with like little papers coming out of it. You know how people have the fake money and they shoot the little gun and all the fake money comes out? Well, she had one of those as a prop with the text messages in it. She came to play and they didn't let her play. And I feel like that's so messed up. And she was like, I wish you guys could see the text. And Kristen was like, oh my God, who does that? I'm like, the same person that saved text from you and Cece from like 2 years ago. That same person, Evelyn, the same person that called their abuser to get edited DMs from him. Like, okay, whatever. Ev says that she's Afro-Latina. I've already discussed this. You might have 25% African in your blood. Great for you. Okay, it gave you good bone structure, but you're still not aging that well. Whatever, though. Okay, whatever, though. I Either way, I feel like you're still black adjacent. And I feel like this. If you don't claim us, don't claim us now. Okay? And Tammy told her at that party last year, I'm not your nigga. She told her that last season. So some people have already had an issue with this, but they didn't want to do all of this about it. But y'all push OG into a corner, and her being African, I'm sure, like even though she was raised in California, I'm sure her mindset is similar to other Nigerian people who kind of don't like the term at all. They don't even like when African American people use it. And I just kind of feel like we can discuss that amongst ourselves. But out in these streets, if you don't have the pigmentation, you can't say it. It is what it is, okay? OG says that Evelyn was on a Puerto Rican parade last season, jumping on her bandwagon when she was talking about, you know, her being from Nigeria and her culture. And I felt like OG was tripping on that part. I'm just going to go ahead and tell y'all, because I was like, bitch, they had a whole hurricane. Like, I was with Shorty and them right there, because I was like, there was a hurricane. It was relief work. And she's always said that she was Puerto Rican. She's been proud of being Puerto Rican, but she's never said she was black. And that's the point. That is the point. We know you Puerto Rican. Like, we're aware. Thank you, though. OG says that Evelyn ain't nothing but an industry hoe. She makes money on her back and or her knees. It depends on the situation. Vashondia has a separate taping about the colorism, and she says that she is sorry that OG had a colorist experience and she did not mean to isolate her, but they were just, you know, they were not getting along, and Vashondia feels like OG had rubbed people wrong, and Vashondia now understands OG's feelings and that she felt like she was picked on and separated from the rest of the ladies. But once again, Vashondia is saying the same thing about how it's okay for her friend to throw bottles because she knows her. I said, okay, gotcha. I mean, you knowing her didn't stop you from almost getting hit in the head with a bottle, but I guess. Vashondia says that Evelyn is her friend and she gets a pass, and that she talks to her about that whole monkey post that OG was talking about. We were all talking about the monkey post. And she said that she called her like, girl, what's going on? And Evelyn said that that wasn't about that. That had nothing to do with OG. She don't know how it blew up like that. And of course, Vashondia is going to believe Evelyn because she has no reason to lie to me. There were no cameras around. Why would she lie to me? It was just in general. So yeah, I don't know where social media got that from. Bitch, let me tell you something. What you not about to do is blame social media. If you were making a generalized statement, what the shit was the monkey there for? You could have made that generalized statement without putting a monkey down there. And I can't think of any other time when somebody puts a monkey as an emoji, unless we're talking about bananas, snatching dicks off like celery stalks, or we're trying to call somebody black or dark complected a fucking primate. Okay? So don't do this with me. Don't do this with me. Because you're not going to win. I don't care what Vashondia is talking about. Her friend is a liar. And I don't know whether she lied to you or whether you were sitting on this stage and lying on her behalf. I'm not sure which one it is. But what I do know is you yourself said that you felt some type of way when that shit was sent to you. So don't sit up here now and act like you don't know where we got this from. Why is everybody upset even though 5 minutes ago I was kind of like, girl, I'm upset. Like, don't do that. Don't do that, Vashondia. We can see you. We can see you. And you didn't have any compassion for OG before. But we can tell that the public's outrage matched with VH1 in the climate of the country right now. They forced you to say something in response. And you came up with the most politically correct bullshit apology I've ever seen. If you were really trying to do something, you would have sat down with OG instead of Mark. You would have had that conversation with OG instead of Mark. So, yeah, y'all can kiss my ass with whatever that was. And that's all I got to say. I'm not coming back next season. Don't ask me to. Unless somebody gets hoops on this bitch. Okay? And that's it. That's all. I'll see y'all in Black Ink Crew. Okay? And because everybody watches this video, I want y'all to know I also review All American 90 Day Fiance shows. This Is Us and 911. Just in case y'all wanted to know about something else that I did around here. Okay? Yeah, leave suggestions for new shows below. Not nothing that's about to go off. Don't say David Makes Man that's about to go off, okay? Don't give me nothing that's about to go off. Give me some new stuff. All right? Talk to y'all in the next one. Peace out.